everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sa and I just like to post about Asian drama reviews and so on. Thank you so much for visiting my channel and I hope you guys enjoy my little thoughts slash recap of Heartsignal Season 3 Episode 10. So we are getting down to the wire. I believe there's only a couple episodes left where we get to see the final selections of our favorite 8 couple pairing. And let's begin the recap. Also, I want to preface, there's a lot going on within the cast outside of the show, but I'm just going to talk about the show only. And also remember that these people are human beings just like us in regards to love and feelings. And some people are confused, some others not. And we can't really, you know, be the ones to give anyone a hard time because we would never know what we would be in that situation because Heartsignal is a dating show where you meet other people and you might have different connections with certain people. So I just think it's best where they go for their heart and see what happens. Alright, on to the recap. So episode 10 starts off with the group conversing and the panelists just, you know, going over the last previous episodes. I will say it was really nice in the beginning of the episode to have Min-jae be surprised with a banquet of tulips. I thought that was really, really sweet. And it was just really nice for something nice to happen to her because she's been trying so hard with Hangul. She really likes him and hopefully we do hope that he's the one that sent her the flowers. It was nice that the show had a little recap of last episode about the flowers where she discussed how she loves tulips and those are her favorite. And then you see Yudong and Hangul listening to her and thinking about it. So I thought that was a really nice touch. It was just really sweet for our Min-jae to finally get some love and recognition that she deserves. I would pretty much say this episode was more less about dates except for one date and more about group interactions and group dates and talking about each other's feelings and how they feel about other cast members that they're living with. So I thought that was really nice to have an insight finally to see what these, you know, cast members are thinking of and how they portray certain people and where their feelings are going towards. So that was really nice to finally see them express themselves more because I feel like in this show most people don't really express themselves how you think they would or how they are going to be. So it's just really nice to have that insight. A really nice sweet moment in this series, another one in this episode, was when Hangul gave Guyan a music record. That was really sweet of him. And you can definitely tell that he's just a really sweet guy and genuinely cares for his castmates. Whether it be friendship or for romance, he still, you know, goes above and beyond and is a very nice, caring guy. So that was a really nice moment. It was also nice that moment when they were on the couch together, Guyan and Hangul, and they were just talking and just comfortable with each other. And you can tell that they really are genuinely good friends with each other. Whether it's romance or not, I think it's more friendship. Because I think he still sees her as a little sister. I think it was a really nice moment. And like I said in my previous post, I think one good thing about this show is it brings out friendships and not just romance, and that's really something important because friends matter in life and they build you up and they're a good support system. As we get later on into this episode, another nice moment was between Yudong and Anna. He gave her a nice little gift along with a letter and that was really sweet. And there's this really funny moment where she said it out loud where the whole house could hear and he was a little embarrassed and he was like, please don't tell everyone, but I thought that was really sweet because I guess he was a little embarrassed because he later on in the episode says he doesn't normally give gifts, but since he had such a great date with Anna, he wanted to, you know, show his gratefulness and give her a gift. And she seemed to really recuperate these feelings and she seemed really like she enjoyed the gift as well and was very happy that, you know, someone took care of her. So I thought that was really... Moving on, we have a scene where the girls get to chat with one another and talk about the guys. And we definitely noticed that Jihan, she definitely starts mentioning Kenyul a lot and how he was such a different person on that date that they went on in the last episode. You know, he was scared of rides, be someone on the rides with her, and he really appreciated the bento box that she made for him, and he definitely is a different person when he's alone with someone and he's a group of friends. And I think she's really starting to really like Kenyul, and Inwoo is less and less in the picture of her interest. Another scene in the series is when the 4 guys actually have a nice little bromance date together. The 4 of the guys talk about the girls and how they feel. Inwook talks about Anna, and of course Hangul talks a little bit about Min-jae, but he also brings up Gahan, which is interesting, how he's starting to realize her charms and sees why, you know, she's a very likable person that a guy would be attracted to. So that was very interesting. It made me a little bit worried with my ship with Min-jae and Hangul, but we'll see, you know, they have been spending a lot of time together as compared to Minjae and Hingo. I just don't think they have those opportunities yet because he's got a lot of dates. He's been on like a few dates with Gaon at this time, so you can see how they're starting to build some kind of friendship and strong bond together. And also what's really nice about the discussions between the guys was Inwoo and Kenyol. You can see that they're definitely vying for Jaehan, and they're starting to really like recognize each other as, and not that they did before, they recognize each other as competitors or rivals, but still, you can tell they're still really, you know, they're friends and they know they are competing for the same girl, and they're doing it in a very nice diplomatic way, and they're very honest with each other. So I thought that was very interesting. From that talk, Inwoo finally has a chance to talk to Jaehan and go on a date with her, and you know, he asks her out and she agrees finally. They finally have their dinner date. And so a lot of this episode is definitely focused on Inwoo and Jaehan. I feel like honestly most of the episodes are focused between those two because they're the most popular characters and that's what the show wants to provide, which I understand for viewership and stuff, but I do wish we could see more of the other characters. But yeah, so to Inwoo and Jaehan's date, you can definitely tell from the beginning of the episode, from the beginning of the series to this part in the series that so much has changed between those two. And I do like how the show does show like a stark contrast when they first saw each other, how she was always smiling and happy around him and he was so giddy and they were just very innocent. But now, you know, a couple weeks into living in the house and meeting other people, their dynamics have changed completely. Jaehan, you realize she doesn't smile as much around Inwoo like she used to. And Inwoo is, instead of being, you know, giddy and shy and nervous, it's very awkward, and you can just tell there was something that was lost between the two and they can never go back to the way they used to be. But that's part of life and learning and loving and having different interactions with people. And unfortunately you realize that his timing was just never, you know, it was never right. And he even admits that there were several times he did make attempts because he used to believe in fate, he says, which is really important. He used to say believe in fate, but then he realized after so many failed attempts that it's all about he doesn't believe in fate anymore because it's about you taking initiative and you have to create your own fate, which I actually am leaning towards. I'm more a strong believer that you have to create your own destiny, create your own fate. Because you just rely on fate and timing, then that means you have no willpower. So, but that's just my opinion. You guys might have different opinion, which is great. You know, it's one of those scenario situations. I know it sounds a little bit hypocritical, but that's just how I feel. You gotta make your own action, take your own initiative, and just go for it. Another moment that was very, I think, realistic was when Minjae expressed her fear that she had because not a lot of guys were gravitating towards her and she used to think there was something wrong with her. And I think every girl or guy has gone through this when they have insecurities about not getting, you know, their feelings reciprocated back, how they feel towards someone. But remember this, guys, there is someone out there for everyone, and maybe that person didn't respond to your feelings, but there are other people out there who might be more, you know, aligned with your feelings, and it's okay. Unfortunately, part of life is getting rejected and getting hurt, and you just gotta move on and realize there are other people out there who can be better for you and who can love you. And so don't give up because something doesn't work out. There are other doors that open and there are other people out there that can work out for you. So just don't lose hope. And I thought it was really touching and very heartfelt when Minjae said, look, I stopped caring and just decided to be myself and know that I'm a good person and I'm great, and not think about that I have a different mindset. And it did change her personality and her the way she carried herself, and I think guys are really starting to notice the beauty inside of her, and Hangul is definitely starting to notice, which is wonderful. Moving on further into the episode, I was finally happy to see more footage of Minjae interacting with other cast members. I thought that was really, really nice. And again, sorry if I pronounced the names wrong. I'm really trying to get these names right. I'm just really bad at pronouncing names. And that's really nice. She, Idong, Anna, and Kangyeol, they went on a date, like a little like outing together, and they talked about, you know, their feelings and how they feel. And you can definitely tell Anna is definitely intrigued by Kangyeol. but she respects Idong, so I don't think she's gonna stray from him, because Idong, you can tell, definitely likes Anna. They discuss about their favorite moments in the house, and this was a really lovely like little talk they had with one another. Minjae, her favorite moment, I think she mentioned how when she went to pick up food with Hangul, he like asked for her hand, and she thought he was gonna give her trash, but he ended up giving her something else, and I thought it was really sweet. They ended up holding hands kind of, and that was such a cute scene, and you can tell she was so happy and just brimming with happiness, and she's such a lovely pretty girl, so that was a very nice moment for her. And then Idong said one of his best moments was when he went on a date with Anna on their last date, and that was really nice. You can tell he definitely is into Anna. And then Anna mentioned how her favorite moment was when she got the tumbler from Idong in this episode, and how she really appreciated it. So that was very nice for the two of them that share the same feelings with each other. And then Kangol, he is such a mystery boy, the residential bad boy, like I said in the previous episode. You can tell he definitely likes Jihan, but he definitely mentioned something that was kind of intriguing for the rest of the cast members. He said his favorite moment was when he got the movie tickets, and remember, the movie tickets he got was from two girls. He got it from Jihan and Anna. So Minjae pressed him for more, requesting like, why did you say that? And he's like, it's my secret. And then Minjae says, I think I know why. So it's up in the air, and you can tell Idong was kind of a little bit worried, because Kenyeon seemed to be hinting that he was into both girls, but we don't know. So we'll see in the next episode what goes down. And then there was more lovely scenes between the cast members' interactions, and we really didn't see much of Gahan this episode, or much of Idong, I've noticed. And you know, I think next episode will be very interesting. You can definitely tell Gahan is still very into Inwal, and I think she only chose Hengul because she didn't know who else to pick, and she's still very mad at Inwal, and she still cares about him deeply. You can just tell, like, she still cares about Inwal, and Inwal is very confused between the two. And it was just like, the selection was just a mess, but I'm finally happy that Minjae and Hangul, they finally selected each other, and the timing was wonderful. So I hope it stays that way to the very end, but who knows, we will see what happens. And then the next episode looks very interesting. It seems to be a double date, which is I think a first in heartsignal series. I've never seen them really go on a double date with one another, so that'll be very interesting. I do hope there are more interactions with all the cast members and get to see more screen time with everyone. And I'm really looking forward to the next episode, so please tell me your thoughts, and if you don't mind, I hope you guys hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, because I am trying to, you know, grow the channel to share my thoughts, and I have so many exciting things I want to share with you guys about Asian dramas. And I will be posting a video, some videos about Yes I Do, a very similar drama to Heartsignal that I think you will really like. Alright guys, until next time, take care, bye!